Hi there and welcome to the CarAdvice News Desk. I'm Tegan Lawson with a look at what's been making headlines this week. Coming up, there's something in the water with a number of interesting leaks this week. A bigger BMW is on the way and new recruits for the force. But first, an inadvertent leak during a presentation has revealed juicy details of the upcoming performance hatch, the Hyundai i30N. It will debut with two models, a 186 kilowatt and a 205 kilowatt performance pack variant. Hyundai's new eLSD, electronically controlled mechanical limited slip front differential, will also make its debut on the i30N. The N will differ from the i30 with unique front and rear elements, as well as a larger boot-mounted spoiler and side skirts. Can't wait to see this uncamouflaged and in the metal. Another leak. It appears details of the next generation 2017 Subaru XV have been published in the Japanese press. The new XV was due to make its world debut at the Geneva Motor Show next month, but it appears we've been given a sneak peek. In Japan, the XV will reportedly be offered with either a 1.6 litre or 2 litre petrol engine. Subaru is keeping its mouth closed, yet to confirm whether or not the images are real. To something that turned out to be not real. Earlier this week, a brochure for the upcoming Toyota Supra was leaked. The Supra name is yet to be confirmed, and if the brochure is to be believed, the Supra name is staying. However, it was soon revealed that the brochure is nothing but a fake. Perhaps the work of a bored Supra fan with Photoshop or graphic design skills, as it does bear a striking resemblance to an actual Supra brochure from the mid-1990s. Something that also set tongues wagging this week, yet another leak. Porsche Centre Brisbane posted an interesting message on Instagram. The post called for expressions of interest for the 2018 Porsche Cayman GT4 RS 4.0. The post has since been removed because officially there is no Cayman GT4 RS 4.0. Whether it was an accidental leak or just a typo, it's a big oops either way. The Holden Commodore could be in for another shake-up, with General Motors and Peugeot's parent company PSA Group confirming they are in discussions regarding the sale of Opel and Vauxhall. The American and French car makers are currently working on 3 European projects. Both companies have cautioned, though, that there may not be any agreement at the end of the acquisition talks. Nissan has dropped the Pulsar from the local lineup, the sedan quietly removed from the company's website. Nissan Australia says that it's not permanent. According to legal requirements, it has to be removed until supply returns to a sufficient threshold. With the Pulsar hatch and now sedan unavailable, Nissan have no entrant in the small car market that is dominated by the Toyota Corolla, Mazda 3 and Hyundai i30. Bye Pulsar. BMW will launch its 7-seat SUV in Australia, but it's still a couple of years away. A rival to the Mercedes-Benz GLS and the Range Rover, the 2019 BMW X7 will be the biggest SUV offering from the German car maker. It could be a bit of a hit, with the BMW X5 leading the premium large SUV market in 2016. After hitting a cumulative sales figure of more than 94,000 vehicles last year, Isuzu is getting ready to celebrate 100,000 utes and SUVs sold here in Australia. Isuzu Ute Australia is expecting to tip over that figure in the second quarter of this year, and the milestone also coincides with its parent company's 100-year anniversary. To help drive sales, the 2017 D-Max and 2016 .5 MUX were launched locally this week. Victoria Police is getting some new wheels. From March, its SUV fleet will be bolstered by Hyundai Santa Fe and Toyota Kluger vehicles to replace the locally made Ford Territory. Both new recruits were put through their paces, with strict testing carried out to ensure they meet the standards set out in the Victoria Police Fleet Safety Strategy. Both achieved the required silver classification, and the all-wheel drive Kluger will replace the all-wheel drive Territory, while the Santa Fe will replace the rear-wheel drive Ford. And how cool is this? New Zealand drifter Mad Mike Widett has given his Mad Bull RX-7 an old-school facelift. The quad-rotor Mazda, now known as Mad Bull Gen 7.3, was inspired by the early years of Mazda and rotary engines, with the face of a 1970s RX-3 blended with Mad Mike's 1990s RX-7. I will be back with another hit of headlines next week. Until then, you know that little stick behind the steering wheel? That is an indicator. It lets other drivers know where you want to go. Amazing. What a brilliant idea.